everyone, and thank you for coming to today's Play Attention webinar. My name is Gwen Sorley, and I'm very happy to see so many people here interested in learning a little bit more about Play Attention's new offering, the Biolink Attention Training Center. I'm very pleased to introduce to you Karin Visser and Marlise Roberts, who will be introducing you to this new exciting center opportunity. They are the heads of our professional development team and are available to help all of you, whether you're professionals currently using Play Attention or professionals who are still considering incorporating Play Attention into your center. And they'll be available to assist you along that path. Now, a couple of things I do want to mention. One is that we are recording this event. So at the end of the webinar, you will receive a link to the recording so that you can review this webinar with any staff members who were unavailable today. Also, if at any time you do have questions, please type your questions in the Q&A box found at the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. That way we'll be able to address your questions as we proceed through. We may also wait until the very end and have a little Q&A session at that time as well. So I am going to now turn the presentation over to Karin Visser, who is going to discuss with you the Biolink Attention Training Center. Thanks again, everyone, for coming.
Hello, everyone. My name is Karin Visser, like Gwen said. I'm co-owner of Biolink Attention Training in South Africa. My husband is the other partner, and then also very privileged to have my sister as our third partner in our business. Just a little bit about where we come from and how our business actually started is I was also a mum with this little boy, Henry, and he was in kindergarten when we were approached by the teachers saying that he had trouble with concentration, and we started looking for answers to help him. My husband, Dion, is a professor in chemistry, and he went online and he wanted to find a solution for us, but something that was evidence-based, something that had research, so that we could find the best solution at that stage for him. That's how our paths actually crossed when we found Play Attention. We did Dion did a lot of research with regards to Play Attention, and we bought the system as home users, the first, to start helping him at home first. As at that stage, Henry was on Ritalin, and within 6 months after we started using the system, we were able to start weaning him off the medication. And we saw wonderful results. In grade 3, he was actually diagnosed on the Asperger. He's got Asperger syndrome. And a lot of things started to make sense why he was struggling with so many things, especially things like certain skills like impulsivity. How do you explain to Asperger what impulsive behavior is? And through Play Attention, we actually could really teach him to stop, wait, all that executive functioning skills that we were looking for, we could start teaching. And as we were, helping him, we could actually I started helping other people. And before we knew it, we started the business. We stay in a very small town in the center of South Africa. And before long, we had lots of kids in our center. And we decided to develop a business module that we could duplicate throughout South Africa because we wanted to help other parents as well. Currently, we have almost more than 100 centers throughout South Africa. I'm just going to go there. There's our center where we do our sessions. We've been working with Play Attention now for 8 years. We've had remarkable results. Our business grow, and at this stage, and it's still growing because of the fact that we've got this great technology that delivers remarkable results. The support that we get from the company is amazing, and that they give us all the tools that we could, that we use so that we can build our business even bigger. Like I said, we developed with our business plan, we developed more than 100 centers through South Africa, And last year, we also opened our first center in the United Kingdom. We also have centers in Namibia, Botswana, Zimbabwe. So we are at this stage expanding into the rest of Africa. We are also the owners of our own center. So we work in our own center, but we are also the head office of all the other centers where we help and support the centers throughout South Africa. And I think the main thing for us in living in a very small town is that we have our center where we work, but our equipment is mobile. So we have 3 other centers in other parts of our town where we can work at schools. So that's also something that helped us also, to really expand the business. Last year, Marlies and I also won Female Entrepreneur winners. We were winners at the Business Excellence and Forum Awards last year, and that was a great privilege to win that award because of the efforts of our whole team. We are not here today to talk about us. I want to introduce you to one of our most successful agency holders in South Africa. Most of our agencies also are all professionals like you guys that's also listening in tonight. So I want to introduce you to Wilma Jansen van Viljoen, sorry. And Wilma is going to share with you a little bit more about how she, on the other side of this business, how she experienced the business module, how we support them, and how you can also then expand your businesses. So I'm just going to quickly hand over Wilma to you.
Good evening. Well, it's evening from a cold, wintry South Africa, and it's good day to you in America. My name is Wilma Jansen Viljoen. I am an OT by formal training. I have my own Biolink, Play Attention Biolink training center in a little town called Witbank in South Africa. It is small, it's a mining community, and it's close to Johannesburg, just for your frame of reference, that might sound a bit more familiar. But we've been having our Biolink training center now for 5 years, and with a lot of success, and I'm very excited to be able to share the success with you tonight. Just a bit about my journey. I graduated occupational therapy in 2009. I got my degree in the Netherlands. Within occupational therapy, my big passion lies with psychiatry. I actually worked in forensic psychiatry in the Netherlands for 2 years before I came back home to South Africa. Like I just mentioned, I've been the owner of Biolink Attention Training in Witbank for 5 years, and we have won an award 3 times within our Biolink journey. It keeps us motivated, and it's really just shows, like Karen so rightfully says, the results that we have been seeing with Biolink. I know where you are at right now. I know most of you are, or all of you are professional people, all within your own context. How can the Play Attention Center really add to what you do? Is it going to be a substitute for what you do? No, it's not. It's going to be a very valuable extension to what you do. Allow me to explain. If I can give you my take as a professional on the Play Attention system, firstly, it's not a substitute for other therapies. So it's not going to ever take the place of traditional OT or speech therapy, psychology. It's an addition to what you do. I'm going to actually show you how you can put that into a business module, but it's really an addition to what you do because it's so directly impacts executive functioning. And we use executive functioning in able to have a successful speech therapy session, being able to learn successfully, grasp certain concepts at school. We need executive functioning for all of that. So yes, we add a lot to ADHD We help ADHD kids, but it really benefits everybody, and we've grown so much in that in our own center. Secondly, it is evidence-based, which is very important to us as professional people. It's definitely evidence-based. And what I have seen in traditional OT, and I'm sure the OTs out there tonight can share with me, I've seen it in the Netherlands, I've seen it in South Africa. There's really only so much you can do for a child struggling with concentration. We have limited intervention methods for that, don't we? Do we really have measurable results for treating a child with concentration difficulties? There was a bit of a lack in that, looking at traditional OT. When you practice fine motor skills with a child, it's easy because you can see what you need to do. You can see the fingers, you can see the hands, and you can actually see what needs to be intervened. Where something more abstract like concentration, you're not really seeing what you're dealing with. So the play attention system actually makes the body wave technology makes concentration visible now. So the fact that it's visible to you as a therapist, and the fact that it's visible to the participant, the child, the adult using the system, now makes concentration trainable. How awesome is that? So now you as a therapist can actually measure what you are doing. The results are scientifically measured throughout the process. We're going to use the focus assessment for that. I'll talk a little bit about the assessment later on in my presentation. And there's an awesome retainment of the skill even after the therapy has ended. I mean, we've done the measurements. I've measured kids who stopped after going through the play attention process. They came back a year, even a year and a half after therapy, and they were still on the high achieved level than when they stopped with the therapy. So that's awesome. They retain the skills because they're in a routine and they get frequent exposure to the play attention system. And we get excellent feedback from teachers, parents, and other professionals, which is something that is so obvious to me. I see much more visible results since I've started to combine the play attention system with my practice. So that makes me so excited. And I can really, I hope there's some of you that can already agree with me. And I hope that the OTs out there get what I'm saying in terms of being able to measure the treatment that you can provide in terms of enabling concentration and coaching it. There's so much value to that. So if we look at your journey, there's a reason why you signed up tonight. Where are you currently? I'm sure some of you have your own practice. Maybe you work within a multidisciplinary setting. Maybe you work at a school. I'm not sure. Just to give you an example tonight, I'm going to start from the point of working with somebody that has his own practice. Why is it you do what you do? What is your passion? Is your passion working with kids, working with people, being able to share with your community, being an important person in your community? What is your passion? Why is it you do what you do at the moment? Because we're not here tonight to ask you to do something else. You're going to carry on doing what you love. You'll just be able to help more people with the resources that you currently have. How do you feel about your current success rates? The therapy that you give. What is the feedback that you're getting currently? Are you happy with your current success rate? Are you happy with the way you're measuring your current success rate? Or do you feel that you can improve? And how are you currently using your resources to build an income? Because yes, we all have a passion for what we do, don't we? We all do what we do for a reason and for the love of the job. But at the end of the day, we also want to eat and go on vacation, and we all have families. and bills to pay. So where are you now in terms of that? Are you happy? Or are you looking to expand a bit within your passion? And if you do one-on-one therapy, as most of us therapists have to do, how many clients can you see per day? What's your maximum? Taking into consideration admin time, still having to attend meetings. You only have so many hours in a day. And a lot of us independent therapists tend to work ourselves tirelessly to be able to see more clients, don't we? So this is just to get the starting point of what does your journey look like currently, and where can we possibly move to get you to the next step. I've been using this as an example. I know not everybody's setup and working day looks like this, but just bear with me. I'm going somewhere with my example. So say now you're an OT and you work an 8-hour day. You can see maybe seven clients in your day. I don't know how long your sessions are, if we work on a 40-minute session per client. This is if you do one-on-one therapy, plus you need additional time to do your admin and to maybe attend a meeting or to see a colleague, talk to a family. So this might be more or less what your day looks like currently. So these are your resources. This is the amount of time that you have. So what happened? Let me show you what my day looks like. To just show you. So I am the OT there at the top. To the left, you'll see I currently own 5 professional play attention systems. I have employed 3 coaches. So get this. This is a very important thing when you consider expanding. You are not going to be the person to do the sessions. You can train coaches to do that for you. So you're still the person, you're still going to do the assessments beforehand. You're going to have the contact with the parents if you're working with children. You're still going to be in charge of the overall process. But you have 3 coaches doing the sessions and the daily work. So I have 3 coaches working full-time, and they see 48 kids per day. Okay, so sorry, I wasn't in the mood to make 48 circles, forgive me, but they see 48 kids per day. And here I am, and this is my normal OT routine with the 7 plus admin. So I still do what I need to do in my practice, but I've just added this new dimension where I'm helping not 7, I'm helping 7 plus 48 on a day. I currently have 110 kids in my play attention Biolink practice who come twice a week for their therapy. We're running it from a 33 square meter office. And we also, like Karen said, we're also mobile. So we go to the schools. We go to schools 5 mornings every week. And then in the afternoons, we are in our center. So all of a sudden, you've taken your resources and you've taken the amount of time that you have in a day and you've just expanded it considerably with an extra service, which it will enrich what you already do because you're addressing executive function. It will be more value for the time that you're putting in, and you will be able to help more people with the passion that you have. And then we get to the $1 million fact, which is obviously more income. So I built up this system. I mean, when I first started with the play attention system, I started with 2 professional systems. I didn't have an office yet. I started in my study with 5 kids, and the word of mouth was so incredible. Together with the fantastic marketing materials that are provided to us professional marketing materials, that my business grew extremely quickly. To the extent that at the moment, my main focus is only my Play Attention Center. And I must tell you, this week I opened my second Play Attention Center in a different area in Pretoria, which is a bigger city. So that's exciting. Proof that it works. And let me show you some more exciting things. Look at the extras. Isn't this amazing? So we're not only providing the Play Attention System therapy, we also provide free workshops and tools to the community. So how awesome is that? We're giving back. The free workshops, I've put up some examples just to let you see what the marketing materials look like. So you'll see that we do a cognitive skills development workshop. We do getting homework done with our tears, tantrums, and fights. I must tell you that this specific workshop got a lot of attention from the mommies and even teachers. So you'll see at the picture at the top there, this is what a typical workshop looks like. The community really love our workshops. It's something that makes us unique. It is something that we do with a lot of energy. We keep it interactive. Nobody else does this because people are not used to getting stuff for free anymore. So it's a service that we provide, and it looks good, and we have fun during the workshops. And obviously, you're going to use this workshop to get your name out there, to share your knowledge, to share your passion, and to do marketing for your center. But look at how amazing these marketing tools are. So when you have to arrange a workshop like this, you are supplied with all of these materials. You are supplied with digital adverts. You're supplied with free gifts that you can give to the participants. We give out ebooks. We have a quarterly e-magazine that comes out full of tips about concentration, classroom strategies. So you are provided with all of this. Even the PowerPoint presentations for these workshops are already pre-made for you. So you can just go out and enjoy the workshops. I love to do it. It gives me a lot of energy, and it's really put me in a very strong position in my current community because we get more and more people visiting our workshops. I did one last 2 weeks ago, the Getting Homework Done, with our tears, tantrums, and fights. And we actually didn't have enough space for everybody who wanted to attend. We ended up getting chairs from anywhere, and people were sitting almost on top of each other. And this is really the reputation that we're building with this awesome product. So yes, giving back to the community, that's amazing. With these free workshops, we also give study method courses. So we help children when they start writing exams. Here in South Africa, it's from grade 4. We call it grade 4 onwards. It's when in the year that they turn 10, they start writing exams. So we provide them with study skills, basic study skills, how to do summaries, memory techniques, study techniques, how to do my revision, how to set my goals. Why do I set goals? How can I get myself to do better? When studying languages, how can I separate my work? How can I sort my facts? So this is a different compartment of our business and what we do. And this is really something that keeps us very busy throughout the year as well. You can see that there are different setups in which you do this workshop. In the pictures, you'll see that this is a typical Saturday morning workshop where we invite the parents to come with. We do a 4-hour workshop, 4 to 6 hour workshop, where we teach them basic study skills. We also give them a workbook, which looks very, very nice. We give them exercise templates. And as you will see on the screen, everything is branded. Everything is in good quality marketing material, and we get such good feedbacks from these workshops. Again, after a workshop like this, we have everybody enrolling for an assessment for concentration. Because again, everything comes back to the executive functioning. If you speak to parents who have children of this age, they will all tell you, my child rushes through an examination or a test. My child doesn't read questions properly. My child can't manage to finish work on time or finish an exam paper on time. All of that can be related back to their concentration skills, the different concentration skills that we're going to measure with the focus assessment. So we can actually see how distractible this child is. Maybe there's a little bit of impulsivity. But with this age group, we hear that a lot. So it starts with a study methods workshop. And then at the end of the day, it really comes back to also improving the concentration. And that's where you step in with your play attention center. So everything works together. You'll see that at the end of the day, it becomes more than just a play attention center. It becomes a skill development center where we develop homework skills, we develop study skills. And that really, it keeps you busy. But it's such a joy. It's such a joy to be able to do this. I do teacher trainings as well. So I invite teachers. I bring coffee, I bring tools, and we do teacher trainings. I also do this as a free service to the schools where I'm actively working. It's important to maintain relationships. And just as an OT in my practice, I never did these things. I was just too busy. I love doing this now, because we have such interesting topics. And I mean, look at these pictures. The teachers really, really enjoy it. It's really something new. And they immediately apply these techniques the next day. Look at the kids. We did hopscotch maps. We did gross motor skills. It was so much fun. So different group of people, teachers. There are specific things that we can do with them, specific topics that we can discuss with them, and they are always hungry for more. And at the end of the day, a lot of the children at my center are referred to me by these teachers, and that's why I maintain the relationship with them. The specific school is one of our partners. We work there every Wednesday morning. And on one Wednesday morning, we see about 26 children from the school just with our play attention system. And then we add the study methods courses and the workshops to that. So that's just one school, one of the schools that keep us very busy. But I mean, it's so rewarding looking back at these pictures and actually seeing the impact that you can make with this brand. And I really believe that this is where the dream started for Karen and Dion of Biolink South Africa, and it's really, really growing into something big, something we enjoy a lot. The benefits of the play attention Biolink system. As you could see from the pictures I just showed you, the workshops, the opportunities, you really become a brand to be dealt with in your community. Biolink has really become a household brand in South Africa, and we've been on television. I'll show you some pictures just now, which is great. Everybody knows Biolink, and it's because we give back. It's because of who we are. It's because of our look, our feel, and of course our results. You become an important part of your multidisciplinary network. I have regular meetings with neurologists, psychologists, pediatrician, audiologists, optometrists. Once a month, we all get together. And I've actually been lured into this group, not for my role as OT, but for my role as owner of the Play Attention Biolink Center, which is great. So we've actually built this reputation amongst the professional network as well. And the only way we did that is because of our results. So the results speak for themselves. They were skeptical in the beginning, but then the results came in, and we're part of the team now. We're on board. So that's amazing to me. That's great to be able to have that role in the multidisciplinary network. Of course, you being a therapist and still being in charge of this Play Attention at Biolink Center means that you can still identify when other needs need to be addressed. For instance, auditory needs, emotional development. You get to know the kids, and you have frequent measurements with your focus assessment. So,
hi guys, I'm sorry, I think there's something wrong with Wilma's internet connection, so I'll just take over from her. So, like she said, it's so nice to do what you love. We've got a whole board of professionals that to ensure that our brand integrity keeps at a very high level. And us from head office, what we try and do is to develop everything that you as an agent will need to build a successful business out there. Like Wilma said, every term we take a topic, and then that topic we market throughout the whole country. So the one that we're going to do next term, for instance, is going to be about school readiness. And our whole approach is to, like Wilma said, give back to the community, but also educate the people, giving them more knowledge, but then in the end, enrolling them into our system and building those cognitive skills from the beginning. We saw the other day when Marlies and I did a study method workshop. There were 8 kids. 4 of them has been with us in our center for more than 3 years, where they did Biolink sessions with Play Attention from kindergarten. And when they came, so they were all sitting in front of us, and there was a absolutely big difference between the skills of the 2, because 4 of them had no prior training, and the other 4, when Marlies were giving them instructions and they had to do their planning and all that, there was an absolutely big difference between how we could see how those kids' skills were just so much more developed because they started at an early age. So I think mostly what we, from our side and with Play Attention, is to give you all the tools, everything that you need to build a successful business. Because a lot of people, you want to do better, you want to go bigger, but you don't always know how. So we have got a track record. We've got the passion and the enthusiasm to just go bigger and bigger, and we want to help you to establish and to duplicate what we're doing here into your market as well. And I think the most important thing here is I've spoken to so many professionals when we do consults and things like that. And the one thing that I really saw stand out was every professional I talked to that was so passionate about what they are doing. And, that passion and that knowledge needs to be spread more. More people should get that knowledge and that power. And if you only can see your 8 clients, per day, your result can just be far, much bigger when you can see more parents and help and assist them in their community as well. So if you look at what we also give, we prepare your workshops for you. We give you all your marketing material, everything from the flyers that goes out, all your Facebook posts that goes out. You get everything. We do training. Our marketing strategies are in place. We give technical support. You've got your own website, your mini website where we drive all the clients to. So we actually have a full-blown business with all support to really, all you need to do is go out there and change people's lives. Okay, Wilma, there you are. I'm going to go out. Like Wilma's having a little bit of trouble on her side with the internet connection. So yes, okay. So like I said, you get your own website. So we supply you with everything that you need to build an absolute big business. And here you can see Wilma and her husband Roel, and we want to really invite you to become part of our family. We enjoy and we love what we do. We really, that's the pictures that Wilma was talking on. She and Dion was on television the other day. They did a whole story on our journey on our local television as well. we really want to make an impact and help other parents. I know, and we all know how it feels to don't know where to go, don't know who to ask. And I just, we've got the power to really make an impact in other people's lives. Gwen, I think you can pop in now if you want to quickly go to this section.
Sure. Thank you, Karen and Vilma. It was wonderful to hear from you. Vilma, I think, gave us such an inspiring story, and we're excited to hear about her second Play Attention Center. As you can see, there's a great plan in place so that all of you who are here today, whether you're a therapist, a counselor, an educator, running your own center, you can continue doing what you do best, and that's working with children and working with families. While all of the business materials, the marketing is developed for you, and you have some guidance in that area. Sometimes it's difficult because we are great educators and counselors and therapists, and that's where our heart is. We're working with these parents and these children. And knowing how to run and expand your business and develop all these marketing materials, that's difficult. But when you can have a package put together for you and guidance from people who have done this, people who have actually implemented this system and been very, very successful, that is what's going to help you really expand your center and help even more families out there. So after this webinar, as I mentioned, you are going to receive a link for the recording so you can review the information again. Also, free professional consults are currently available with Karen Visser and Marlise Roberts. As I mentioned, they are the leads in our professional development team, and they are available to schedule a time with you. If you do want to schedule a time, just please type your name in the Q&A box in the left-hand side of the screen, and we'll make certain that they contact you directly first. However, we will include their calendar link in that email so that you'll be able to schedule a specific session online as well. I think you can see that this is an exciting program, and we truly do look forward to helping you all along this journey. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. We are going to be having more special webinars upcoming, so be certain to be on the lookout for those. Our next professional webinar will be reviewing our iLab feature. iLab allows you to easily work with small groups and perform distance training. And our special webinar in July, on July 17th, is going to have a special guest host speaking about ADHD and mindfulness. So we have lots of great events planned for all of you, and we look forward, as I mentioned, to help you look at how you can incorporate Play Attention to expand your current program. Thanks so much, everyone, and have a great afternoon. Bye-bye.